Every day I ride a little mountain bike in the morning for about an hour, go down on the lake and row for an hour and a half, and then usually in the afternoon I run 8 miles.
One of the days that fitness must have really come in handy for you was the day, I'm looking at Dennis Johnson up there, accidentally broke the leg of your partner.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
you ended up working a game by yourself,
Yeah.
Pretty important game historically.
That was a career-changing game, actually. It was in November of 1984, and a lot of people don't remember in those days that the rivalry was Philadelphia and Boston. Julius Erving and Larry Bird. Both teams were undefeated, and you know, I'm the baby in the group. There's only 2 referees. I'm with a veteran official, and we do the first half. And the start of the second half, Dennis Johnson dives for a ball, excuse me, dives for a ball, and crashes into my partner and breaks his leg. Well, we stop the game. They carry him off on a stretcher, and I do, you know, my plea to both coaches. I get Casey Jones and I get Billy Cunningham, and I said, coaches, listen, I'm by myself. I'm going to work for 2 men. I'm going to work as hard as one person can possibly work. But this is only going to be successful if I have your cooperation. Dick, you got it, no problem, everything is fine. And I think Billy Cunningham had to say to his assistant, what's his name? What's that guy's name? Yeah, Dick. Yeah, they didn't even know who I was. Well, 4 technical fouls later, you know, thanks to their cooperation, it was only 4 technical fouls. Cunningham starts jumping up, and I say to him, if you do that one more time, I'm going to throw you. He said, you don't have the guts. Bing, bang, goodbye. So he leaves, and I go over to the scorer's table, and Andy Jick, I always remember Andy Jick was the announcer for the Celtics, and the scorer says, Dick, you're throwing him on 1 technical foul, right? And I said, no. The other official in the first half called a technical foul on Cunningham. And because I said, I heard it announced. He said, yes, but he come over afterwards and changed it to Matt Gukas. So Cunningham only has 1 technical. Do you really want to throw him on 1? I said, no. Let someone go into the locker room. Let's bring him back out again. So now they go in and they get Cunningham and they bring him back out again. And he's coaching. And of course, as luck would have it, Larry Bird has an unbelievable night. Every shot he took, Irving is guarding him. And as every shot went in that Larry took, he went further back. And he kept on saying to Irving, aren't you going to guard me? Can't you do any better? I mean, he was the greatest soft-spoken trash talker I've ever met. Finally, it got too much, and I look up and I see them choking each other. And a melee ensues, and so I just I learned from my brother Joe that if you can't stop something before it starts, you kind of step back and take license plate numbers.
Yeah.
So I just kind of stepped back and watched what was going on, and in so doing, then I informed them that Bird and Irving were gone. Boston ends up winning by 15, 18, and the response, more so from the Philadelphia people, was that Cunningham said, I really didn't know that much about this guy Bavetta, but for anyone to have the courage to throw out 2 superstars, that says a lot for this man.
Well, how about a game in 2000?
And that was the first time and only time either one of them have ever been thrown out of a game.
2006.